What's going on, YouTube? So today I want to talk to you about this awesome new trick that I found out about on how you can make money on YouTube without ever actually being on camera. And I know for some of you it's kind of a thing to be on camera. Maybe you don't feel so comfortable with it. Maybe you need a little more practice, and that's totally fine. Everything I'm about to show you, you do not ever have to be in front of a camera, and you're actually going to be using videos that are already made on YouTube. And all you have to do is rearrange the content, make it your own, and from there it's just simply a matter of making money. Now, before we go too far into this, I want to let you know in advance, you do not want to skip over any part of this, because it's important that if you do things incorrectly, what you might run into is you could get into a bit of trouble with YouTube. Maybe they'll shut down your content, maybe even your channel. So it's important that you really follow every one of the steps that I mentioned here in this video. And the other thing that's important to know is how you get paid on YouTube. So there's this thing called CPM, which stands for cost per mille. And that means how much an advertiser is going to pay you for every 1,000 views that you get on your video. And that's essentially how people make money on YouTube. There are other ways to make money on YouTube, and I might go into that a little bit, but for now, let's go ahead and take a look right into this strategy, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so you can see CPM. In online advertising, cost per mille, the amount an advertiser pays a website per 1,000 visitors who see its advertisement. So in this case, what we mean to say really is, as far as YouTube ads go, we're talking about people who see the ads that appear in your videos. So when you look here, here's an example of a video right here. It's top 10 rarest, most expensive cars in the world. And this video, you can see it's received 1.9 million views. So I'm sure you can imagine 1.9 million views. There's a lot of advertisements that show up. A lot of people see ads on that. And these guys are probably getting paid pretty well for that. Now, how is it that these videos are made? That's the question. And this is where we're going into the strategy here. You can see here, I've done a search for most expensive cars. And what I've done here is I click the filter button here in the top left corner, and I click this button that says Creative Commons. And just now I've unselected it. So let me go ahead and select that again. We're going to select Creative Commons. Now, if you do the research on this, you'll actually find that Creative Commons in YouTube, these are the videos that you're allowed to pull from. And you're allowed to take the content, and you can edit it and create it and make your own videos off of it. So you can see here, these are the Creative Commons videos that we have. We have top 7 most expensive cars in the world 2019, top 10 most expensive cars in the world 2019. These are all basically videos that you can take a look at, and you can download these videos. All you have to do, just go into Google and type in, free YouTube video downloader, something like that. There's a ton of products out there that you can use to download videos on YouTube. And after you've downloaded the video, just go ahead and edit it and recreate and make your own top 10 video, or top 3, top 7, however you want to do it. And put the keywords in that will make it appear higher in Google and in YouTube. Make sure expensive cars is in there, luxury cars, things like that. Make sure you also add 2019, because people are going to be looking for the most recent content. So when you add 2019 to something, people know that it's up to date. It's not some old video. You can do this for other topics too. It doesn't have to be cars. For example, I typed in epic sports fails. Here, you can see, I think I have Creative Commons selected again, but you can see here, here's a video that's received 12 million views over the course of about a year. This was uploaded about a year ago, and it's from 2018. Here's best funny sports fails 2016 through 2017, funny sports fails compilation 2017, and so on. You can see there isn't really much showing up right now for 2019. So this could be a great place to make money on YouTube. You just take some of these videos, make sure you click the filter and click Creative Commons. And this is where people could potentially get into trouble. If you do not click Creative Commons and you're taking content from something that isn't a Creative Commons piece of content, then that's where you could get in trouble. So you want to make sure that you click that button so that you're in the safe zone. And you can see when I do click the Creative Commons buttons, because that's the kind of videos we're looking for, these are the different videos that we can download and we can edit. And again, for free editing software, just Google it. All you have to do is just type in free video editing software into Google. There's a ton of software out there that you can use. Or if you want to use something that's a little, they aren't super expensive. If you wanted to just buy something of quality, you can totally do that too. Now, just to give you an idea of the amount of money that's being made off of these types of videos, if you go back to this first tab, we have top trending is a channel on YouTube. And if we go into our tool here, Social Blade, this is totally free. Anybody can use it. You don't even have to sign up for it. Just type in socialblade.com. You go to this website and you just look up the channel, just search for it. And you can see top trending right here. This channel is estimated to make $5,600 to $90,300 a month. And right now, these guys have about 714 uploaded videos. So one thing that's important to know here is when you do this, a very effective method of doing it would be to create a theme around your channel. And by that, I mean, if you're going to do an expensive cars video, just create a channel around cars, for example. That way you can do top 10 fastest cars in the world, top 10 most luxurious cars in the world, and things like that. And that way, what you're doing is you can also get people to subscribe to your channel. So every time you upload a new video, they get a notification, and thus upping the likelihood that they will see your video and watch your ads. And that way you can really make sure to generate this income. Another thing that I'm going to mention here is you might notice here at the top of my screen, I have this thing that says volume 6500/MO. That means Google says that there are about 6,500 people every month searching this phrase. Now, this tool that I'm using, it's called Keywords Everywhere. All you have to do is Google Keywords Everywhere. It's going to show up at the top. It's a thing you can add on to your browser. It works with Chrome and it works with Firefox. So you just add it onto there and you can get a good idea of what people are searching for and what's popular so that you can create your videos. Now, one thing I will mention here is there are certain topics that you might want to avoid. And the way to know that is you can just take a look at the amount of competition surrounding something. So for example, top 10 best places to travel to, for example, there are a lot of people around the travel niche. And it might be very competitive. It might be hard to break into. I wouldn't recommend going into something like that. But, there are things like epic sports fails, for example, that might be a good one. Things like, roller coasters. You could top fastest roller coasters in the world. I'm sure, just use your imagination. You could probably think of something that maybe you might think, probably nobody's making videos about this. Chances are you will find videos about it, but just take a look and see what the competition looks like, and you might find yourself a winner. So that pretty much ends off this video. Now, before we depart here, one last thing that I want to mention is, although this is a great way to make money on YouTube, I personally prefer to do YouTube advertising for other businesses. And the reason why I like doing this is because Businesses like to spend a lot of money on advertising. It's the fuel for their business. It brings new people in, and it really, really helps them quite a lot. And when you can generate leads for as little as 15 cents or 20 cents per lead for a business, they will pay you very well for that. And this is an area that I specialize in. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and leave a cheat sheet in the description below. Make sure you download it. It's gonna show you from A to Z how to create a YouTube advertising campaign. You could do it for yourself, you could do it for other businesses, and make an agency out of it. It's a really, really great way to make money. It's something that I do personally, something I love to do, and businesses love me for it. With that being said, if you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment if you have any questions or anything you'd like to say. I'm happy to answer the comments, and thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed it.